friends. Hello, hi, how are you? I'm doing amazing. I'm really excited because today we are filming a Tutorial Tuesday. This is the first Tutorial Tuesday of 2019 and I am so freaking excited. I love doing these and I'm really excited because this one is a collaboration. This is a collaboration with Candice's Vanity here on YouTube. She's a really great small creator, has some awesome ideas. I know she's also doing a giveaway for this video that is like dope. She showed me a picture of what she was giving away and I was like, girl, this is crazy. Really good giveaway. And she's also just a really nice, genuine, dope person. Her content is really great and she is so incredibly talented with makeup. I have a feeling that her video is going to be like extra good. Like I just feel like her art is amazing. So I'm really excited. You guys should definitely go check her out. I'll have her link down below. But she kind of came up with the idea and wanted to do something where we were kind of taking albums that inspired us and creating makeup looks with this. And I thought this was a really cool idea. I really liked the idea. I chose someone who I kind of went through my like Spotify best of 2018 list and picked the person who was the most played, and that was Dodie. Dodie is, I love her so much. It was a really close call between her and Betty who is also one of my favorite singers. Dodie is just one of my favorite singers on the planet. I love her. She's so good. Her singing and songwriting is so honest and real. She's beautiful too, and she's also a YouTuber, which is dope. But I didn't even find her through YouTube. My boyfriend found one of her songs, and then I looked her up and I was like, oh, this girl is literally a YouTuber. She's so awesome. I'll link some of my favorite songs by her down below that I like jam to constantly. One of my favorite songs by her is definitely In the Middle. It's such a good song. So I'm using the artwork from her album, which I don't think has come out yet, but it's called Human. I'll put the picture right up here for you guys. I just thought this was, first of all, a beautiful album cover, and also I love her, and I kind of had the inspiration to do like a really dark black and gray smoky eye, but then do a really bright pop of yellow on the inner corner. I debated drawing sunflowers on my face for like a hot minute and then decided, let's not make this a mess. So let's just try to keep it. Maybe like in another one I'll try to do some more like art stuff. But for this one, the album cover I think is really simple, so I wanted to keep this really simple. So we're going to be using a mix of the Sultry palette and the James Charles Morphe palette just because I think both have the shades that I need. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm looking at the picture right over here. This is also going to be a Q&A. Candice asked you guys on Twitter some questions for us. So let me pull those up and then we'll zoom you guys in and then we'll just get started on the eye look. Hello. I like to get really, if you're new to my channel, I like to get really up close and personal with these Tutorial Tuesdays. I find the better you can see my eyes, the better. Am I in focus? I hope so. I can't always tell, so I hope I'm in focus. I think I am. Let's do it. All right, so I've already primed my eyes. I'm gonna take a really dense packing brush and I'm just gonna go into this bright white shade and pack that over my eyes just as a base layer. In the picture that Dodie has, it's almost like cartoonized and like crimpled and like kind of, it just looks like a different type of art. And then the other half is like an actual picture of her. So I kind of want the outer part of my eye to look really dull and crumpled and like kind of textured and weird. And then the inner part to be very bright. So the first question is from Ives and Beauty, who is also a fantastic YouTuber on this platform. She is so talented. All of these people are so talented. I feel like this is going to be their year, just in the sense that like they're finally getting some recognition for what they do and I'm really happy about it. She said, who or what inspires you for your looks? I'm gonna go into this cool brown shade right here just to start out. I don't really have a ton of inspo for makeup looks. I think I'm more so inspired by like actual eyeshadow palettes. Like, I know that sounds kind of weird, but I look at eyeshadow palettes and I'll just be really inspired to do something fun and different and creative. So I think that's probably the biggest thing for me, is just like looking at like, what's the eyeshadow palette that I got for one of the Blush Tribe palettes that I got for Christmas. I just like look at it and I'm so inspired to create so many different looks. And same thing with like the Huda New Nudes palette. I look at it and I'm very inspired to create new looks. I think I'm more inspired by like actual palettes, color stories, and color schemes than I am so much like people, if that makes sense. Ben Gerard, who actually is the owner of Gerard Cosmetics, said, what accomplishments are you most proud of in your social media career? I think this is a great question, because I've only been doing this for like, I think a year, basically, like a little over a year. I've been making YouTube videos consistently. I'm gonna dip into the I'm gonna dip into the sultry shade and just grab this more cool tone, deeper brown. I think an accomplishment I'm really proud of is just every time I hit a new milestone. So like hitting 15K was a huge, amazing milestone. Even every 1,000 basically. At some point I have to stop getting excited about every 1,000 subscribers, but every 1,000 that I hit, I get very excited, and those are huge accomplishments. And I also think getting sent like actual PR from First Aid Beauty, I got sent like a legitimate PR package from them. That was one of the coolest moments of my life. Like I literally cried. I just like getting a package that I've seen on like influencers, like 3 million subscribers, seeing on their stories, to have that in my kitchen was just like a really surreal, crazy moment. So that was definitely one of the best moments so far. Like just every 1,000 subscribers I gained, and also getting my first like real PR package was just insanity. Like it was so cool. Also hitting like 1,000 followers on both my Instagram and Twitter is wild to me. Like that's actually a really cool thing too. I didn't really realize the following I had on both of those platforms, and then I was like, oh my god, I feel like all of a sudden they just kind of blew up. So that's also been cool too. Now I'm gonna go in with this gray color slate, and we're gonna start to really make the outer part of my eye more cool. Holly Berries said she has 3 questions. I'll answer one. What is the most meaningful and special aspect of makeup to each of you? I think for me, the most meaningful part of makeup for me is just kind of, I use it as a coping skill for my anxiety. I think that's what makes it so meaningful, is it's doing this, even though I'm not like the best makeup artist, like doing this has really helped with my mental health and my anxiety, and I think that has made it a really, really cool thing for me, and that's why it's so meaningful. Is like, it's not only just a makeup collection, but it's like kind of a coping mechanism for me. Okay, Colby said, what got you started in makeup? Who are your favorite influencers? What are your plans for 2019? Of all the influencers, big and small, who would you want to collab with the most, and biggest makeup inspirations? What got you started in makeup? I just wanted to learn what contour was, to be perfectly honest. I just heard everyone talking about contouring, and I was like, I want to be able to do that. And then it kind of just grew from there. I just fell in love with the transformative aspect of makeup and like how cool it is and just how fun it is too. There's so much about it that's so fun. Who are your favorite influencers? I don't know. I don't really like have like favorites of anything in the YouTube community. I switch so often, and also because I create content, I don't always have time to like watch other people's content, but like my friends that I've made here are obviously my faves. So all of my little friends I'm in a group chat with here on YouTube, they're my faves, for sure. I need like a taupey dark gray. I'm gonna be using this Morphe 15T. This is from their Christmas collection. Morphe actually sent me this through Octoly, and so far I've been really, really liking it. I do feel like it could have been made a little bit more, we didn't really need all of these like browns so much in there, but I like the contrast of it, and I actually don't hate these greens. I'm actually gonna dip into one right now because I need like a dark, I'm gonna dip into OOTD, because I need like kind of a dark gray, but that isn't gray, basically. Okay, Life Shenanigans said, what is your spirit animal and why? Would you rather use eyeshadow off a gas station bathroom floor or lipstick that fell in a toilet? Wow, that's a lot. So my spirit animal is probably a panda. I just love pandas. I want to be a panda. They bring me so much joy in this life. And when we went to the Washington, D.C. Zoo, I sat at the panda exhibit for a good 45 minutes, just like absolutely obsessed. I think pandas are great, and I would be a panda if I could be. They're so awesome. For the would you rather, I'd probably have to do the eyeshadow off the gas station bathroom floor, because the idea of lipstick in toilet water just stresses me out so much. Like, absolutely not. I'd probably do the eyeshadow. Both of those sound absolutely horrifying though, so. Okay, Witchy Mel said, what's your quick errand makeup routine? What's your bare minimum go-to? What will you always make sure you put on when you leave the house? Okay, so I will leave the house without makeup, no problem. I do it all the time. I very rarely put on makeup when I'm going to class for school, unless I like filmed a video right before. I like how like kind of dark this is looking. I don't really do dark makeup too much. I'm gonna dip into a black now. I'm gonna go into the James Charles Morphe black. Really saturate this whole bottom part of my outer corner. As far as my like really quick makeup routine, I basically just skip putting on foundation and I skip putting on contour. I just bronze really quick. I use a brow gel instead of doing my brows, and that cuts off about 45 minutes. Like, I wish I were kidding. It cuts off so much time. when I cut those things out of my makeup routine, like not do, or I'll skip eyeshadow too, that's a big one. For some reason, cutting those few out just really saves me so much time when I'm trying to leave the house quickly but still have something on. If I had to pick like 3 things that I don't like leaving the house without, like if I feel more confident if I have on, it would be concealer, eyebrow gel, and mascara. Those would be the 3 things that I would like want to put on before I left the house. Those are my big ones. And if I could pick a fourth and fifth, like if I had 5 things, it would be eyeliner and lip gloss. I feel like you can get a really complete look with all of those items. I feel like this is turning out exactly how I wanted, and that never happens. So I'm excited. How do you focus your energy on filming while being a parent / a student? So I'm a student. I'm not a parent, but I focus my energy. That's a great question, actually. It's a really, really good question. I'm gonna dip into this shade right here. Basically for me, especially during the semester, right now I'm doing pretty good with everything, but for me during the semester, it's all about time management. So I plan out videos a week in advance. Every Sunday I sit down, I write out every single video I'm gonna do for the whole week. There's obviously some changes that happen as the week goes on. Like I don't think I've ever stuck to one of those schedules perfectly because something always happens, but I plan everything out. I've made a schedule that works for me as far as I take mostly night classes. Just because of the nature of my program, it works better for me to do that. What I do is I wake up around like 10. I wake up pretty late because I usually stay up really late. I wake up around 10, 11. I do all of my homework that I have to do before class. I go to class, come home at like 9. I film and edit and upload the video for the next day, and that's how I do it. So I'm usually up till like 3 or 4 a.m. and then I wake up, which some of you are going to be concerned about me, but I promise I'll be fine. I'm mostly during Glomus that was happening. I was staying up till like 4 or 5 a.m. just getting videos done. And also pre-filming, like today I'm pre-filming. I'm filming a video after this. I'm gonna dip into this really bright yellow right here. So pre-filming is a really big help, and staying focused on videos. For me, it's pretty easy because this is kind of like my hobby and my escape from the world. So for me, it's really easy to focus on this because I kind of just throw myself into it. I try not to think about anything else when I'm filming other than what I'm currently doing. What if I did like a little cut crease in the middle and did like some shimmer? I think that could be really pretty. Let's do it. Do you ever feel burned out? If so, how do you manage it? Sometimes I do, I think, but I post way more than is really necessary for a small creator, but it's just because I love doing it. And also it started out with 3 times a week, which is pretty normal and pretty standard, but then I had the ideas of Tutorial Tuesdays, and I didn't want to take away another day to do something that was kind of just like a passion project, because I know nobody is like watching these to follow these tutorials. Like that's not what these are for. I just like being able to play with makeup and play with palettes and stuff like that. So that added a 4th day. And then Saturdays always just seem to be a good day to talk about drama. So do my thoughts videos. So I kind of put this schedule onto myself. So I think I do feel burnout sometimes, but I also think when your hobby is something that is kind of stressful, it's easy to feel that type of burnout. You know what I mean? I'm going to cut my crease really quick. All right, let's throw some more yellow before we cut the crease. Like let's pat some yellow over that because we kind of lost a little bit of that, and I really want to keep that brightness. I actually like how this is turning out, I'm not gonna lie. I might be too confident, but I like it. I'm also gonna dip into that black really quick, just go over and really solidify the darkness. There we go. And now I am going to go back into that light yellow shade and go over the cut crease with that. And then I'm gonna put some glitter over those. Okay, Melissa Nelson said, if you had to pick your favorite eyeshadow formula, which one would you say has the best formula and pigment payoff? I just love that Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. I think it's so good. So I'd have to say that Colored Rain. Ooh, these wand brushes I got for Christmas are so much heavier, and I always pick them up anticipating them not to be that heavy, and then they are. I'd be to go in with this white shimmery shade and just pack that on to make it really, really pretty. Let me grab a more pigmented yellow because this James Charles palette is not doing it for me. I said Colored Rain and then I remembered I have this palette and it's so pigmented. The yellow in here is so good. Okay, Kaylee Cavanagh said, what would you change about YouTube if you could? That's a great question. I think I would change the mentality that seems to be on YouTube, that YouTubers can't be upset by something somebody says. Like, I think there's certain ways to handle it when you're upset, but I think being upset in general or expressing a feeling of being upset about something doesn't make you like like an ungrateful, terrible person if like a comment upsets you. Like, I think reminding people that YouTubers have feelings too. We also get upset about things. I'm gonna dip into this lemon drop shade and go into my under eyes. We also get upset about things when we see things about us. And as long as we're not doxing people or sending hate towards anybody, I don't really see why we're not allowed to express that opinion of being upset about something. I think it's totally normal and healthy to get upset by things that are said that are mean. So I think I would like to change that mindset that like you can't like hang in the business if you can't take criticism. Because it's more like I can take criticism, and I know a lot of YouTubers can. It's more just like some days it hurts, you know? Like some days you're gonna be more sensitive than others. I'm just taking that charcoal gray color on my under eye. I think this look could really use some eyeliner, so I'm gonna put on some eyeliner too real quick, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I added like lashes and eyeliner and all of that stuff, and I think this actually came out pretty cute. I think I could have blended all of this a little bit better, like everything to do with the yellow to the black, like a little bit better. But overall, I think this actually is kind of a cute look, and I do think it looks kind of like inspired, you know, like with the really dark and the yellow. I don't know. Okay friends, that was my Tutorial Tuesday for the day. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, or just subscribe, or do neither. I'm honestly just so happy you're here watching me. Thank you for being here. Please go subscribe to Candice. I will have her channel and her video linked down below. I really hope you guys enjoy her channel. I really like her and she's such a great person, so go check her out for sure. And thank you to everyone who submitted questions. I'm sorry I couldn't get to all of them, but I've really enjoyed going through them and talking to you guys a little bit. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!